Hello students, we are starting with the second part of test and interviews. In the previous video, we discussed what are the tests, what are the different types of the test, what are the guidelines. Now the next is interviews, a second step of after the test. Interviews is a face-to-face interaction where for the very first time, the officials will interact with the candidate and they will try to get as much as information as possible. What are the objectives of conducting the interview? Why after the test interviews are conducted? First, to collect the information about the applicant, which is not available in the application form. Not each and every information is provided in the form. Some of them have to collect from the person itself. Then to verify the information given by the applicant in their application form. Whatever information they have provided about themselves, they need to be verified through interviews. Then to provide them with the requisite information about the company and its working to the candidate, because it's a two-side flow, not only from the candidate, but the company is also required to give their information about their objectives, about their working, about their policies, rules, regulations to the candidate. A feeling of mutual understanding can be created through interviews because there will be a confidence when they will meet each other. Then exit interviews, it is one of the type of the interviews which will be conducted to know the reasons why the employees are leaving the job, what are the shortcomings in a company, they will get to know so that in future they may work on it. Then interviewer has the opportunity to enhance the goodwill of the company. They can also enhance the goodwill. They can create the reputation of the company by treating their candidate well. Then what are the types of the interviews? According to the structure, the interviews are unstructured, structured, or observation interviews. Unstructured interviews are those when there is no pattern to be followed, there is no set questionnaire, anything can be asked by the interviewer from any of the candidates. Structured interviews, there is a pre-planned set of the questions, proper questionnaire is prepared, and then the questions are asked from the candidate according to that. Similar questions are asked from every candidate. Then observation, it is dependent upon the, both the methods have some pros and cons. It is dependent upon the interviewer who is taking the interview. Then classification according to the purpose. According to the purpose, it is of three types: stress interview, appraisal interview, exit interview. Stress interview is to check how an employee behaves in a particular stressful situation, right? Then appraisal. In appraisal interview, the performance is appraised of the employee after the test, and then they will check what are the ratings given to it, what are the remedial measures, can we improve these ratings after giving particular training. Then exit interview, when the employee leaves the organization to know the pros and cons of a particular company. Then is classification of according to the interview's content. Then it is of four types: situational, job related, behavioral, or psychological. Situational is to project the behavior in a particular situation, how a person will behave in future if this situation arises. It is related with the future aspect. Job related interview is based upon the answers of the candidate. They get to know what will be his on the job performance. Behavioral interview is a situation is given to the candidate and he is asked what he did in the past when the same situation arises. So the situational interview is related with the future, but behavioral interview is related with the past. Psychological interviews, to know about the personality traits, like how much a person is reliable, how can we depend upon him. So it is generally conducted by a psychologist to know about his personality traits. Then classification according to administration of the interview: one-on-one, sequential, group, or panel interview. One-on-one means only one candidate and one interview. They both will sit in a room and then interview will be conducted. Sequential means a candidate is interviewed by a series of the officers in a sequence. It will be one-on-one, but one by one he will have to meet a series of the officers. Then in group discussion, group interview, here the group of the candidates will be interviewed on a general topic. A general topic will be given and they will discuss on it, they will reach to a conclusion. Then is panel interview. A candidate is interviewed by the panel of the interview simultaneously, right? There is one candidate and a group of the experts who is interviewing one particular candidate simultaneously. Then is, what are the steps in the interview process? First of all is preparation for the interview. So obviously, if you are going for an interview process, the expert, the person who is going to interviewer, he should know what are the objectives of conducting this interview. He should review all the resumes and he should select which of the method he is going to follow, whether it is a series method, sequential interview, group interview, panel interview, what kind of interview he is going for, and choosing the panel of experts who will be conducting the interview. Then is the physical setting. Proper congenial environment should be there, proper seating arrangement, neat and clean, ventilated room should be there where the interview should be conducted, because it is the first time the candidate is going to see the company, so it should give a positive impression to him. Conducting the interview, then when you have prepared for the physical setting, then the next stage is when you are conducting the interview, the main task is you have to maintain a rapport with the candidate. You have to maintain a relationship, mutual understanding with the candidate. Try to get information from him, and then write down what you have observed about him. Positive and negative points should be noted down by the interviewer. Closing the interview, whenever you are closing the interview, then it should be done on a happy note. No indication about the result, he should not be revealed the result, and mainly the candidate should be given the opportunity if he wants to say something. Then evaluation of results, on the basis of observations, ratings will be given, necessary explanations will be given. After that, the list of selected candidates will be prepared. Then limitations of conducting interviews. There are chances of personal biasness. There can be halo effect. Halo effect means when you are focusing on a single trait of a person. If a person is very fluent in speaking English, you are thinking he will be good in communicating with the customers as well. So you are focusing only on a single characteristic. That is a limitation. Different interviews may give different type of the ratings to the same candidate. There can be changes. No clear defined method of the interview. If you are not known about what of the method you will be following, it is one of the limitations. It is a time consuming and obviously expensive. Non-availability of the expert interviewer. Sometimes it is possible that the person who is going to interview may not be well knowledgeable. Only personal characteristics may be known through this. You cannot ensure his on-the-job performance. Sometimes there is a too much pressure to hire the employee that the organization will have to hire although the candidate is not suitable. Then too much or too little talking. There should be balance. If you are too much talking or very little talking is done, then in that case the interview will be it will not be useful for the company. Then what are the guidelines? So in order to remove these limitations, there are certain guidelines given for the effective interview. First, there should be proper time schedule. It should be known to the candidate and to the interviewer both. Interview should never be hurried. There should not be hurry in this. Proper time should be there. A description of the job should be prepared in advance. You need to tell the candidate what is the nature of the job. You have to prepare your interview according to the description of the job. Proper guidelines for conducting the interview should be conveyed to the interviewers. What kind of information you need, you should convey it to the interviewer. Ensure privacy to the interviewee. It should be known that whatever information he is giving to the company, it should be kept confidential. There should be sympathetic attitude towards the candidate. His emotional sentiments should be taken care of by the interviewer. Then interview questions should be based on the importance of duties related to the job. Then benchmark answers should be developed. It is based on the MCQs type of the questions. When you are set have benchmarks, what kind of answers you are expecting. Interview should be conducted by competent and trained interviewers. They need to be end at a happy note. Happy ending should be there. The interviews should record everything, whatever the applicant says, in order to get the results. There should be no personal biasness involved. So these are certain references. Thank you so much. We are done with the chapter.